Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to another video. And after a long time, I've decided to show my ugly face and my steadily growing hair, because all the barbershops in my country are closed due to the pandemic situation. Well, I've also noticed that even though I've got a fully equipped home gym, I've been losing weight a lot because I've been doing a lot of cardio because of the lockdown situation. So my logic is all right. Everything's closed. I can't really go anywhere properly, so I must move even more. Yeah, third world problems, right? Yeah, I bought like a big ass protein, whey protein, so I can get my muscle mass back. But to the matter at hand, you might have noticed that I'm quite a conservative man, which is why each and every time, and that's every day these days, I read about nonsensical news such as the topic of this video. Pepé Le Pew has been cancelled from the Space Jam sequel. I just laugh my ass off, right? I always wonder, and it always amuses me how much fucked up humanity is these days, and how much spoiled and how much crooked it is. You can't say anything because everybody chooses to be insulted. And my theory is people in the civilized world, in the developed world, in the West, in the 21st century, well, we have awesome lives. Look behind me. We've got everything. We are very spoiled. We can go to the supermarket at midnight and get food. We can go to a bloody McDonald's or Burger King at midnight and get ourselves a cheeseburger or a Whopper. That's a good life. People were not able to say that 200 years ago, 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago. People had to actually struggle and fight for their survival each and every day. And people still do that in certain parts of the world, just some parts of Africa, right? But people in the West, and that includes my own country, the Central Europe, we've got good lives. We don't have to struggle for like bare survival each and every day. And that's why a lot of people have to find something to fight for each and every day. They construct things, right? They fight for things that are constructed, such as this or that kind of oppression, which is a bullshit idea. Nobody is really being chased down the streets of the United States of America or London or Paris with the pitchfork for the color of their skin, their sexuality, their gender or non-gender. That's bullshit. That's bullcrap. Nobody is pursued like that, except for the white man. And I know something about that. I've been cancelled. I know that. And so people have been cancelling cartoon characters and children's books, such as the recent cancelling of Dr. Seuss's books. And let me tell you why specifically the cancelling of Pepé Le Pew is bullshit and bullcrap. Now, I grew up with Looney Tunes, among many other things, and Space Jam, the original Space Jam with Michael Jordan, was one of my very favorite films when I was growing up. And if I remember correctly, and I haven't really seen any of the Looney Tunes cartoons for a couple of years, but I do remember quite vividly the cartoons involving Pepé Le Pew. He was a skunk who was always chasing after a cat, wasn't he, right? And but she always didn't want him and declined his advances, only after she found out that he smells, because skunks smell. But the point of each and every of these cartoons about Pepé Le Pew was that the roles switched in the end, and that Pepé Le Pew was the one pursued sexually, we could say, by the cat, and it was him who tried to escape from the woman, from the cat. And nowadays people are trying to, and they have successfully done that, they have cancelled Pepé Le Pew from the cartoons and from Space Jam, the new Space Jam, because he supposedly, according to them, represents and supports rape culture. Can you tell me in what way each and every of these cartoons about Pepé Le Pew revolved in the same way as I described? So in the end, Pepé Le Pew was the one who was really being sexually oppressed by the cat. So the cat should have been cancelled, right? And even if it wasn't like that, it was a fucking joke from a fucking cartoon. Give me a break. Give me a break. As long as people can't take a joke, the world, the entertainment, pop culture will steadily and gradually be going to hell. Well, and that's why I don't watch anything new, really. Although I must admit that I've seen the first 3 episodes of WandaVision, and I'm going to watch I think the rest of it tonight because it's so fucking awesome. But as I said, say always, there are gems here and there. There are gems among the bullshit that's being released these days. But yeah, as I said, the cancelling of Pepé Le Pew is a complete nonsense, because he does nothing of the things that they are claiming that he does in the cartoons, which only proves one thing: these people don't actually know the material, and that's the scariest things of all. People who are working on cartoons like that, and films and comics and literature, people who are producing those things, they don't understand what they're doing. They don't know the original material. They don't know what they are doing. They've got no knowledge of the material. They are mostly people that are younger than me, and I'm soon going to be 28, so I'm still quite young. So I imagine a lot of these people who are coming up with cancellations like that, I think that they must be like 22 years old lesbian or feminist women who just finished their studies, and they have been hired in that or this or that company for very simple reasons, because they are SJW women, and they think that they will be modern, they will be in, and they will be woke just because they will cancel something or somebody. They don't really care about art. They don't care. You will never see things like what you see behind me in their rooms. I've got a deep knowledge of this shit behind me, of books and comics and Star Wars, The Lord of the Rings. Shit, I wrote 2 theses on Tolkien. I understand these things. That's why I care. That's why I can recognize that what they're doing is bullshit. Yeah. So, but I really can't do anything about that. I can only enjoy the good old stuff that I grew up with, and that I have been always enjoying, and just enjoy the occasional gem that pops up occasionally, as I said, like WandaVision. Alright, so that's all. Tell me in the comments down below what you think, what your opinion is. I will be only glad to engage in an intelligent and educated discussion. And as always, don't forget to like this video if you like it, or dislike this video if you didn't like it. Thank you very much for watching, my dear, dear, dear geek friends, and that will be all from me. See you soon, and bye.